Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. Hope you guys have a good holiday season and new year. This is your January 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic crossbred as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom of the oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology guys we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have Cancer, and for you guys, that's actually your 6th house of health, work, and daily routines. There's actually going to be a full moon in Cancer this month, right around the 13th to 14th, and then also Mars will retrograde into Cancer right after around the first week of the month. And it's going to be pretty close to that full moon as well. So yeah, definitely going to be some energy activating in that area of life for you guys. Well, once again, we see 6. So yeah, we just mentioned that that's Cancer energy for you guys and what's going to be going on there this month. But yeah, again, this seems to emphasize that that area of life could be pretty strong for you this month. And lastly, we have Uranus. So Uranus is actually in Taurus. It's been retrograde for a long time now, and it'll finally start direct motion around the very end of January. And Uranus is actually your ruler too, so you might feel those transits more than most people do. But yeah, for you guys, Taurus is your 4th house of home roots family, so that could be tied into the situation as well. So we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the 2 of Cups, Cancer energy there too. And challenging that, we have the 3 of Wands, Aries energy. So, okay, so we'll look at this through the lens of work since we do see so much 6th house energy popping out for you guys. So we'll look at it that way and then we'll look at it a different way as well. So I'd say if this is a work thing, right? You'd just be saying that there's the potential for you to get on the same page with someone within your work environment, but the challenge or obstacle there is you just could be waiting for it to happen on its own, right? So I feel like this is essentially saying that if you do want to be on the same page with someone on that level, you need to be a little bit more proactive around doing so this month. Now, if this is not necessarily a work thing, it's a similar dynamic where it could just be saying that, for example, for those of you, maybe if you're looking for a new connection to make, it could just be saying, again, the same thing, where the challenge could be if you've just been open for it to fall into your lap, it could just be saying you might need to be a little bit more proactive this month in seeking it out. Right, in the foundation position, we have the 5 of Swords. So this is actually an Aquarius energy here. And yeah, maybe this could be pointing to ultimately why you have been a little bit reluctant to be more proactive, because maybe you found that in the past when you have been more proactive, it might have ended in conflict, right? You might have felt like your message wasn't getting across the way you hoped. So for some of you, maybe you're just at the point where you figured maybe you shouldn't move forward anymore. All right, in the past position, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is actually the energy of Jupiter, which is still retrograde at this time in Gemini, which is your 5th house of romance, creativity, and children. So yeah, for some of you, it could just be saying maybe that's part of what's been happening here too. Maybe having Jupiter retrograde in that house for you guys is slow things up in that area of life, if this is more of a romantic situation, or even around creative projects. But either way, I feel like this is saying that timing wise, this could just be saying that now the timing's coming around for you guys to get things back on track. All right, in the present position, we have the 4 of Swords. So to me, this says that it looks like you've done some healing around the situation. So again, like I said, maybe if in the past, when you have been proactive, if it backfired on you, it could just be saying that you might have done the necessary healing from all of that. And that would say that now that could be saying why the challenge is for you to be more proactive now, because it looks like you've done the healing and you're poised to actually move forward in a positive manner now. In the near future position, we have the 8 of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy here. So yeah, so if this is around friendships, groups as well, this could be another indicator that's saying that now it looks like everything's aligning for everyone to be on the same page around the situation. So Of course, we pretty much just wrapped up the Mercury retrograde. It's still in post shadow till the very beginning of January, but let's say if it's as simple as that, right? Maybe things went off the rails during Mercury retrograde. Now, it could just be saying that, okay, very early in January, that energy is going to be cleared out, and you could see positive forward momentum from there. All right. In the position of your influence in a situation, we have the Temperance card. So yeah, to me, this is this is a major arcana card for Sagittarius, but this could just be pointing to maybe there was some healing done during Sagittarius season for you guys, right? Technically, at the time record this, we're just wrapping up Sagittarius season, but yeah, could just be saying that that was key for you guys. Maybe there were things, the full moon that we had in Gemini recently, maybe that was part of it, right? Where you've gone through the situation and now you've gone through the healing process around it. And now, because of that, you could be ready to move forward in a positive manner in January. All right, in the environment position, we have the devil. So yeah, ultimately, this could just be saying that maybe that was the struggle that you guys had, right? So maybe there was a connection, for example, that you couldn't leave behind, even though you knew you needed to, or maybe just habits that might have been getting in your way. So it could just be saying that that was really what was holding you back to an extent. But if that's the case, like I said, it looks like there's some indicators here that say that you're really leaving that behind. And now, to be fair, if this is more of a one-to-one dynamic with someone else, right? This could just be saying that maybe that's the energy and influence that they've been under, and that's what made the situation more difficult as well. All right. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is probably a fear, right? And again, maybe there's that fear of, like I said, seeing that Five of Swords in the foundation. Maybe you just have the fear that if you do try to get things off the ground, it's just going to backfire at a certain point, right? So maybe you lack that faith, like, okay, well, if I go this route anyway, only for it to all fall apart, is even worth it, right? But again, like I said, from what I see here, this looks like it really is just more of a fear versus an indicator of that actually playing out. All right, in the outcome position, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is actually Capricorn energy here, represents the middle 10 degrees of Capricorn 2, which is pretty much right around the very beginning of January. So yeah, this could just be saying that for sure this month. You guys might actually be able to see yourselves on the same page with others and actually start to build something long lasting in the process. So definitely looks like there's better timing for you guys this month. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, like I said, it seems like there's things pointing to this just being the right time for you to take action around the situation. For some of you, given that we do see the Six of Cups there, for some of you, this can be reconciling a past situation. But for others of you, it might just be as simple as, even if not, physically reconciling with that person, just reconciling on an emotional level what that situation was about, and that's going to help you move forward in a healthier way. All right, from the Four Agreements deck, we have Be Impeccable with Your Word, and it says Seek to Know the Truth. Okay, it says when you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. So, reading this made me think of another possibility as well. And I could just be saying, so whether this was a friendship, family member, romantic connection, right? That Five of Swords in the foundation for some of you, especially given that we see the devil in the environment, could just be saying that maybe there was someone who told you something about someone you cared about, but it wasn't true. And then that could have actually caused a split between the two of you. So that's at least something to consider as well, right? So if that's the case, it could ultimately be saying, well, maybe you really need to talk it out with that person and find out what really was the truth in the situation. All right, moving on to the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have building blocks. There's the artwork. The number's 28. And this definitely makes me think of the Three of Pentacles energy we see in the outcome. But we'll see what it says in the book. All right, essential meanings. It says strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. The Oracle's message: you have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as the solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? When it talked about you're making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. For some of you, that makes me think of what we were talking about with the Devil card, right? Where maybe there was something that you had a difficult time releasing, and now it looks like you're finally getting the momentum to do so this month. The relationship message says, when you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships into your life and solidifying the ones you already have by building them on the foundations of honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. You are moving toward laying the groundwork for a relationship that, with the firm footing that will ensure it can withstand any storm. Long-standing relationships are also repaired and strengthened. You and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful together than apart. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, especially when we incorporate it with the message we got from the Four Agreements card, which is to say that, maybe if there was someone who drove a wedge between you and another person in a romantic sense, this could be the time to talk it out and find out the truth. All right, the prosperity message says you have everything you need to turn iron into gold in the alchemical process of creating the prosperous life you desire. Now is the time to build on the strong foundation you have already laid for your prosperity. Keep in mind that these building blocks are imbued with the sparkling energy of your intentions. Own your dream and remember that you always have more than enough, and you always are enough, so abundance is ever present. Your creativity is divinely inspired, and the design for your life is taking shape in service to the world. You are meant for success. So yeah, definitely another positive message there as well. So yeah, like I said, it looks like you guys might have gone through a bit of a rough stretch, but it looks like you have gone through necessary healing around that. It looks like things will be improving for you guys in January. So hope it resonated with you guys. Once again, hope you have a good holiday season and New Year, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.